Too, man. What's going on, everybody? We are now live here. What's going on, Leaf?
What up,
What's
bro?
up, Leaf?
What's up?
What oh, we lost you, Leaf. We lost your picture. There you go. There you go.
Leaf, get back. Leaf, you on there?
Yeah, he on there now. He on there now. He on there now. All right, what's going on, everybody? We are now live on Facebook. I have some special guests with me, but I want to welcome y'all to the It's Mental podcast, brought to y'all by Do Well Entertainment. Y'all check us out, subscribe to us on YouTube. Just put in Do Well Entertainment. And oh, we lost Leaf. I don't know what's going on with Leaf phone. He'll be back though. I know he know how to get in, so he'll be back in. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, man, welcome y'all. This is the It's Mental podcast. If you are watching this right now, I need you to like and share. Please just share. The biggest support, even if you don't watch the whole show, even if you only log in for 20 seconds, like the post, share it. We're trying to grow this thing. This is very important to our culture, to men, women too, so y'all can get in the minds of us men and kind of understand what y'all think y'all know. Y'all really don't know, because you got to hear from a man's mind. You can't think you know men without actually talking to men. So here's your opportunity, ladies, to hear from the mental aspect of men and understand how we think. I see you, B Leaf, with the B Leaf hats. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. For sure. Hey, I like the army one with the red on there that you just dropped. I need that. That's the one I need. That's the one I
Yeah.
need. I
Yeah,
like that one.
I need me one
Uh,
too, Leaf.
Oh yeah, we ready? We right here, man. So
yeah. So yeah, I see people hopping on again. If y'all just tuning in, this is the It's Mental podcast. We're live every week on Thursdays at 12 noon. Share this with somebody. If you're catching a replay on YouTube or on Facebook, catch us 12 noon every week right here. I'm always going to have myself and some special guests, and we're just going to talk to y'all as men, as real men out here. Not boys, we men. I bring men on my show. So
Hey, bro,
y'all
how do
may
I
not.
scan? My bad. How do I get my screen back to y'all?
I don't know what you did, man. You was
Oh my,
cool.
oh my God. Hey,
I don't know.
let me get back in. Let me get right back in. Cause this
Okay,
thing
do
is
your thing. Do your thing. We having some technical difficulties for the brothers, but they're gonna get in just a second, and we're gonna get this thing started because we got an hour, and I want to make sure that the brothers can speak their mind, and y'all get to hear from these brothers, man. First off, since Leaf, I got you on here. Leaf, man, tell us about you, man. Tell us your age, and if you don't mind, tell us your age and where you from.
uh, from the San Fernando Valley, grew up. San
Okay.
Fernando Valley. I'm 46. Uh, pr- I would call myself a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
some pretty good success, some marginal success, but I'm always trying to get better. I'm definitely a
I'm gonna get right back in.
studier.
My bad.
Yeah, studier, avid reader, kind of like a community rebel in a sense. You know what I mean? I like doing things in group. So overall, I just got a positive attitude, and I believe that everything starts with self. I'll say that.
Cool. Yeah, Leaf is an entrepreneur, always positive, always uplifting, and always challenges people to think. That's one thing I like about Leaf. He's going to challenge you to think. He may or may not agree with you, but he will listen to you and even be open minded to what your perceptions are, what your thoughts are, and he's going to challenge you to think. There we go. Oh, and there he went. Oh man. All right, they back. They back. Let me let these brothers in real quick. If y'all watching, don't leave us. I'm just trying to get these brothers on real quick.
Why this thing won't let me go back? This is crazy, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. You was good. You was good, man. I don't know what happened to you.
What the heck is going on?
Now just
Dang.
flip the camera.
Yeah, just flip your camera. That's all it says is needed. You facing the other way. That's the only problem.
It's not that. Dang it. I'm sorry, man. Let's go up here.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute you till you get right. There you go. All right. So yeah, so that was Leaf, man. I got my boy Nobos in the building.
Yeah, you heard?
Yeah, what up? This is my boy Chris, man. I've been on Chris for like 12 years, man. It's
Yeah,
great.
been
It's
a
crazy
minute.
how me and him met, man. This is my wife's homie. This is my wife's
Yeah.
homie, man. They got matching tattoos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't gotta air everything out, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But so So Chris, today, man, we gonna talk to when I say single brothers, man, I don't even know y'all relationship status, but I know y'all not married. So I'm gonna say
Yeah, yeah.
single brothers in that sense. You know what I mean? We want to hear from y'all minds. We want to know what a single man thinks, what's going on in the dating community today, how the struggles that single men deal with, the struggles maybe that y'all see from single women. I'm gonna just ask y'all a few questions and get your feedback. All right. So
Yeah, nah, that sounds good.
for sure, for sure. So first question is this right here. I'm gonna start with you, Lee, since you came on first. Why do you think the dating game is so hard for men? Let's say men of color these days. Why is it so difficult? Because I see a lot of men, especially men in our communities, saying that dating is just hard right now. So tell me, man, what you think? What is your mindset on that?
Well, I look at it like this. I think people got to first off understand we're in a transition of cultures, right? So we're in a shift, and whenever you're going through any kind of transition, there's always going to be friction. So there's not a clear pathway of anything. So right now, these individuals are actually creating what's next. They just don't know they're a part of it because they think things stay the same, but things change. So another thing is you got to understand we're in a generation of men who have not been led by men. So they're already confused within themselves, right? So they don't have clear expectations. They don't have a clear vision on how to even conduct themselves in a certain way. So what happens is it's difficult to get women to acquiesce or get on your path when you ain't got no clear plan. Like you can have a clear plan without telling somebody where you're going,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because they're gonna see behavior. So we're in an environment now. A lot of guys do better talking than they do performing. They underperform and they overtalk. So it's like the edification process, and I'm just looking at that from a clear lens of being accountable as a man. So the thing
Yeah.
is, a lot of young men don't have purpose, they don't have guidance, and they don't have a level of ambition, right?
Wow.
And so that's what I would say. I think that's why they are more so struggling with it, because a lot of them don't understand what the essence of masculinity is, and they're advocating for masculinity when they should be applicating masculinity, right? So
Wow.
I'm not about to advocate for something I know is supposed to be done. I'm gonna do it. So you're gonna get on the page. We play sports, bro. So when you come from that background, hey, if you don't listen to the coach, he's gonna cut you. So
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here negotiating with you. I'm gonna keep moving, baby. You know what I'm saying? Belief is gonna move regardless if you want to squat or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
I feel you.
that's my outlook on it.
Cool, man. Same thing for you, No Boats, man. Why does the dating game? I know you've been on the dating apps in the past, man, and been on a few
Yeah,
dates and stuff like that, bro. What you
yeah.
think? What's the struggle, man? Why is it so difficult?
Kind of to piggyback, what your man said, I do agree with that. Like, everything changes, right? Clearly social media has played a major part of how everybody interacts now, Um, I just think now is just difficult because there's no social life anymore. Everything is anti-social, even though everybody's on social media, correct? People care more about status. People care more about these relationship goals that they see on the whole Jay-Z and Beyonce stuff like that. That unfortunately they themselves don't even know what it is that they want because
Mm,
they themselves don't know who they are.
mm,
So I mean, that's what at least right now that's my aspect of as far as why dating is so difficult because like I said, everything is so instantaneous now. Everybody, nobody has to work for anything no more. These guys are taking these women off to these five-star restaurants and buying them, these name brand. And then for women, what I'm saying is men don't have to work for them. I mean, it's sad to say, but you
it's
know,
easy.
it's easy. There you go. It's easy.
It's
You know what I mean?
easy.
Yeah, man. So
So would you
unfortunately,
say us men we enjoy the chase a little bit? We enjoy the chase.
no, we need to chase.
We need the chase.
Yeah, we need to chase. We
Okay.
we need to we listen. Any if a man can't work for what he wants, he's never gonna appreciate it.
Boom. I like that.
Ooh,
I like
And those
that.
and those are just facts.
ooh.
You feel me? Think about
Yeah.
it like this. You know what I'm saying? Why you think when relationships don't work out and a woman go break this man's car up, a man gets so frustrated
Right,
because he
right.
worked for that. He worked for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But when he know that woman comes to his mama house, whatever, he ain't worrying about it. It's like, oh, she just tripping. But whatever a
Yeah.
man works for, he's gonna appreciate. So if a man doesn't have to work for a woman, he's not gonna appreciate it.
Ooh, Woo,
You
bars,
know?
man. Y'all dropping bars already. Matt, I'm glad you fixed your camera, brother.
Oh Lord, it was this old phone, man.
Yeah,
But I'm,
all good, man. So now, Matt, are you out there dating, man?
you know, it's crazy. I'm not dating right now. I don't
Oh,
want to date. I'm not trying to date. If y'all know, I was married.
mhm.
I'm divorced, and I love
Okay,
being single because, like my man said, dating right now is trash.
okay. So why is it trash, Matt? Tell me, why is it trash?
Well, I mean, my guys pretty much said it all. But it's if you don't have to put the work in for something, why would you want it, right? It's
Yeah,
like if we think about it, for me and you, I mean, I don't know if the other brothers are saved, but think about it like this: if God gave you everything, right, and you didn't have to work for it,
yeah.
so it makes it that much sweeter when you have to work for it. Like my man said, you go on a date. Back in the day for us,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be 35 next month. Back in the day for us, you would have to you would get the number. There was no social media. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, even back in the day, I mean, I don't know how old y'all are, but y'all had pagers. And if I
yeah,
paid you, that meant you were special. So now I get,
yeah.
I could like this. I could call you. I could call them like this, and it's nothing. But nah, man, I'm not dating, and I'm not trying to date. To be honest with you, but there is
Okay.
somebody I'm talking to. She's so far so good.
Okay. Shout out to her. We ain't gonna say her name, but shout out to her. So
No,
far, so good. She might need to tune in to make sure she don't make no mistakes.
man, I hope she's tuning in. I know she out there. I know she out there getting it in. So
Oh
working,
yeah.
getting it
Yeah,
in.
no,
So
yeah, working, getting it in, working.
Yeah, clarify that word again.
yeah,
For sure.
let me clarify that, man.
So what are some, this is for all of y'all. I'm gonna just go down the line, but what are some major qualities a woman should make sure they have to expect a man to date her? What are some of the qualities she should make sure she has?
Can I can I go real
Yeah,
quick?
go
Do
ahead.
your thing.
Jump in.
Number one, God fearing.
Okay.
Don't call him now. What I don't like is they'll say higher power. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Or the man up above. Okay, well, call him who he is. Jesus Christ,
Mm-hmm.
El Shaddai, right?
Mm-hmm.
God fearing. Hustler, but hustler in a way where you're out there, you're getting it. Not a OnlyFans, not a nothing cheap.
Mm-hmm.
What's another one? Loyal, honest, transparent, and for me, accountability. If she ain't got it, in the words of I think it was Ed Brillinger, I don't want
Yeah. What up, Leaf? What you got?
I would definitely say, I mean, I want a soft woman because I'm a hard guy. You know what I'm saying?
her. Ooh,
She has to have access to a Webster dictionary so we can define words right and
Mm-hmm.
use them in their appropriate space. And I know that sounds joking, but I'm not joking about it because I think what's happened is too many people in general, women specifically, I think they utilize words that seem to be more powerful, but they're actually the wrong word. Like independent should never be used; it should be sufficient, right?
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? But
absolutely.
that independent come with a certain level of robust. So I would say to be soft, for one, to be nurturing, uh, to definitely be feminine, to be virtuous. So, and I say that because we're in an era now that I mean, you got to call it what it is. The women of today, and I'm speaking across the board. So don't
Yeah.
be
Not
offended, any
every woman,
woman
just
listening.
across the
So
board.
yeah, but
Yeah.
just across the board, you know, easy access ain't never gonna be value. You can't root anything in necessity when everybody's got access to it. There's just not gonna be any long term anything to that because you don't want to share certain things, right?
Yeah.
So I say to be virtuous, right? To be nurturing, to be kind, and to be soft, man. Like, outside of that, if you could do that, that's pretty much gonna give you the olive branch to everything else. So I look at those as like foundational things. From there, all kind of things can grow. But from those are the core things. Like you gotta have that. If
Yeah,
you
I
come
love
in with
that.
that, I'm a boss, you about to pay for this, you about to pay
Right.
you about
We're
to
gonna
pay
see
for
how
this Olive
bossy you
Garden.
really
Yeah,
are.
you about to
Right.
see. Yeah. Show me. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that you touched on something I really like. Femininity and soft. It's like we've pushed our women to be so hard, so rough. Like, I don't want to be with another man. I want to be with a
yeah.
soft woman. I'm a hard man. I don't want nobody else hard next to me. You know what I'm saying? So I love that, man. That's good stuff. No boats. Talk to me, man. What they gotta have, bro?
Yeah. Definitely like the qualities that my other brothers mentioned for sure. Like, God has to be the foundation of any relationship, period. Like that has to be understood. Um, but to me, to be honest with you, what type of woman, she has to be healed. You know what I mean?
Oh my
I'm, I'm
God.
not I'm not
Oh
I'm not
God.
here to fix you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm God like, but I'm not God. That's only something God can do. And a lot of women look for men for validation. So realistically, is I think a woman needs to find herself, heal herself from a lot of past trauma, from everything from growing up in a family like a broken home to past experiences with men. And I think many women, unfortunately, they don't do that. They don't put in that work to heal themselves.
Mhm.
Another thing is I need a woman to if she really wants to be in a relationship, she has to be secure. And what I mean by that is, let me see, how can I kind of phrase it? Is you gotta allow the man to lead.
Mhm.
If the woman don't allow me to lead, is you must not want me to be in your relationship. You know,
Yeah.
is it doesn't, I get it. It's scary, for most women now because they tend to themselves. They do this whole independent. So allowing a man to come through and just lead, I'm pretty sure it is difficult, but that's the whole process of the healing and being secure with where you at in the platform. And I think if a woman can kind of get those two things together, like I said, relationships are not easy, but it'll definitely make it a whole lot better for the relationship to succeed.
Yeah, I think being able to be led and being healed kind of go hand in hand because I think a lot of women they can't be led because they're still broken from daddy issues. They're broken from that high school boyfriend or college boyfriend that did them wrong, or a baby daddy or ex that did them wrong. So they don't want nobody to lead no more. So they got to get healed from those past hurts, them past pains, so they can move forward to something better that's in their way. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
right, I got two more for y'all. Two more for y'all.
Hey, can I ask a question real fast?
Yeah,
The brother
yeah.
on the
Go ahead.
bottom.
Go
I,
ahead.
I just I have a question. So, and this is my question. To challenge the ideology. Don't think it's not towards you. It's just to challenge
No,
where
no,
you
no,
come
no.
from.
You good? You good,
I
fam?
just
Go
want to
ahead.
make sure. So I challenge this. If I look at you as a leader, right? You can't let me do nothing. I'm a lead. Now you could choose to adhere and follow, or you could get off the ship. Because I'm going in the direction I'm going. So you don't allow me something that I took the authority to do. What you allowed me was access to you, and now you have access to my leadership. So you can choose to get on board or you can leave. So I just always, I'm just when it comes to words and speaking certain things, I believe that we have to be clear in what we say.
Okay.
If you are a man that believe that a woman has to give you access to leader, I'm gonna, and this is just off of wording. I'm gonna question the leadership. You understand what I'm saying? If I come to the table with a goal and I'm with a woman that want to be led, she should come with a plan because she's intricate and she's going to come with the details. That's her contribution to the
Yeah,
plan, right?
Correct.
Usually we don't come with the plan as men. We
yeah,
come
Correct.
with a
Correct.
goal. And I
With
give
yeah,
you a
an idea.
goal,
Yeah.
and then what that woman does is said, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. This is her contribution before we get to where I said we're going. She inherits everything,
Yeah.
right? So that's
Yeah.
the interpersonal relationship thing there, and so I just want to challenge that. Not I know what you meant, but
Yeah.
I think if we gonna be here, I just want to be as clear as possible so people kind of know what we mean and
Yeah.
yeah,
what
Yeah.
you know.
No.
But
No.
I
No.
agree with you though.
No. Definitely. I appreciate the elaboration because you're right. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, like how you said, words do have people interpret words wrong, like especially the word submissive, right? When women hear that, they automatically think slavery or something, So I get the whole leading thing, But like I tell women all the time, like even when it comes to like, me saying the whole, you should allow me to lead, is don't make me your man if you can't see that in me, you know,
mm,
because you're right. Like I will come with idea, and I'm for your contribution. You should be having the plan, like right, because men and women work hand in hand, right? You give a woman a word, she's gonna give you a sentence, right? You give a woman some groceries, she'll come up with a meal. You give a woman grief, she's gonna give you hell. So she's gonna multiply that.
Right.
So for sure, so I definitely understand, and yeah, and please by all means elaborate on stuff that that you feel that people should get a better understanding because you're right, certain words do get misconstrued, unfortunately. especially like I said, past trauma. They hear certain things and it's a trigger rather than let me give you understanding.
And,
I get it.
and, and can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I want to be vulnerable with my woman. I want to be, not made, and which is crazy now. We're looked at sassy, gay, or weak if we show emotion. God gave us emotion, right? If He didn't want us to have emotion, He wouldn't have made us, right? So a lot of women now, like y'all said, past hurt, are they not used to a guy that's been, just a thorough brother like us, all of us, and they'll say, "Oh, he's weak. He's no, no, no." I say this: I would rather cry before I snap, because if I snap, ain't no telling what I'll do. So,
Yeah.
I mean, not like that, but you know what I'm
No,
saying?
I feel you. No, I feel it's funny that you mentioned that yesterday on Instagram. I think it was they what is that? The Shade Room. They was talking about how K Michelle went on talking about if a man, I don't want no man that cry, he gay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And I believe now I'm not saying a cry baby, right? We don't want
Right.
no woman want no cry baby. But but if a man sheds some tears for whatever the reason is, you got to understand there's something called healthy emotions, right? And a lot of times men, we are taught to be strong and not to express our emotions. Like you got to be hard all the time. And I think even some of our strength is to be able to have healthy emotions. But if social media is telling these women, oh, don't get with no man to have tears. So now you want a man that's gonna snap because he's so mad. He gonna snap. You don't want him to shed his tears. He gonna snap, like you said, Matt. Go ahead, Leaf.
I think too, man. I think we got to understand stuff from a biological standpoint. Biologically, men are going to cry way less than women.
Yeah.
That's a part of masculinity of being stoic. So we process and deal with our emotions in a different way. And vulnerability is not necessarily crying. Vulnerability is just saying, I'm able to express to you the weaknesses to allow you in to help me fix something, right? So
Yeah.
vulnerability at any level is just the easiest way to access something.
Mhm.
And usually a woman only get one chance to compromise a man's vulnerability.
Mhm.
Okay, because we literally like dogs. A dog get hit by once by a car, the shit never will happen again.
Never
You
happen
understand
again.
what I'm saying? And so that's what happens, and then we'll close down emotionally. Okay, and when we close down emotionally, we've separated because we're not going to let you into that space.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's not about leadership. I'm going to give you some pseudo confidence. I'm not going to pay attention at all, and I'm going to stop catering to your emotions. I'm going to stop paying attention to your needs, and in essence, I can care less about what you do. So I think when we look at those things from even a biological standpoint, we are here to be different, right?
Mhm.
And you have to be a usable entity, but you shouldn't want to be misused. So you have to be an entity that's willing to be used in the capacity, right, to grow. We're just in an environment now. So social media is all fake.
Right.
First, I'm gonna say all this. Oh, what you bring to the table. I ain't ever in my life used no corny ass wording like that to see what
Right.
somebody. You're paying attention, bro. So
Yeah.
they bring these talking points to the table, and the thing is, a lot of young people that know how to use these platforms, they exacerbate themselves without understanding it. So they do more talking than they have behaved,
Yeah.
right? And that's the thing that has contaminated the entire society because now you have people with unrealistic expectations and setting stuff like even with the money thing. I'm like, do y'all know that 70% of Americans ain't got $1,000? So where's all this? I'm getting the bag shit. Like
Right.
when we got to stop that, right? So the thing is, if you are not operating in authentic truth, you're gonna be led into something that is gonna lead you astray, bro. So right now, we're hearing a lot of arguments over shit that don't take place. You
Yeah.
hearing women get mad at stuff that they've never experienced. You hearing dudes talk about places they've never been, right? So it's all in theory. Theory is compromised reality. Everything is backwards in society. So it's chaotic now. It's
Yeah,
all
you're right.
chaos, bro.
Just like that whole people, I mean, the internet was in an uproar with the whole Cheesecake Factory on the first date, right?
Oh my
It's
God.
like how many people really experienced? How many people have experienced taking a girl to the Cheesecake Factory and her acting a fool over it? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's fake. It's in theory. So in theory, this is a situation, but now the whole internet's on an uproar about it, and people having a decision. And I think it just creates, like you said, Leaf, it creates chaos for people out there really trying to date and looking for a partner. Man,
And
that's
I was gonna say
yeah.
my thing is check this out real quick, y'all. I don't know if my man with the gorgeous hair wanted to say something. I'm bald, so
Relax,
I'm
relax.
hey, I'm jealous. I'm
He told
jealous.
that man he had gorgeous hair.
I'm sorry. Hey, no Diddy. Hey,
Nah,
the new word, no Diddy. So let me
no, Diddy.
let's
Oh,
let's let's not
okay.
get him. But
That's
what I was
Sid.
saying, going on with the date. Back in the day, let's go to church, and then after that, let's go get something to eat. See, like this, man. One of them recently, I'm gonna say it like this. She said, "You know what, Matt? I want to go to dinner." I said, "No. If I go to dinner with you, you know what I want to do, and you know what you want to do. In the words of Chris Brown, you know what I came to do. But we got to think with this one, fellas, instead of this one down here, because this one down here gets you locked up for maybe a good 10 years. And we know, I don't know if y'all know, but I know a couple brothers that have died over the
Yeah,
ill nana. So
yeah,
that's what I want to add. You
yeah.
know,
So hold on. Let's. I want to dive into that a little bit, Matt. So if you take a girl to dinner, it's you want to get it in? Is that what I heard?
I was gonna say
I'm just trying to process this. Come on, Matt. Keep it 100 with me now.
y'all my guys now. You always been my guys. So
Yeah.
but for my biological father, I could say this: me and my brothers, not y'all, but my blood brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I tell everybody this: we could have been pimps, but
Mm.
I say it like this: that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's auntie, that's somebody's cousin, that's somebody's sister. So Matthew's not in the business of pimping women. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And if I'm gonna get it in, I'm gonna get it in. And like I told my father told me, he said, "Hey Matt, you got a missing front tooth. How do you feel about it?" I said, Pop, they gonna like Matt for Matt, bald headed, missing, miss whatever. So if it's not a requirement for me, brothers, but you think about this, right? Dinner is at 5, 6, 7. This chick is telling me at 7:30. I said, no. We eat get about 8 o'clock. We get back. I get into my car. You get in your car. It's 9 o'clock. Come on, man. I'm not gonna get it in, but don't think
Well,
it ain't it ain't.
let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like this, right?
Uh-huh.
For a man knows his true strength when he fights his nature, right?
Oh, Lord.
So understand this, bro. So what, you not gonna eat dinner at 7 o'clock?
I'm. Oh man.
So think about it. So think
Leave, you
about it
better
like this, bro.
leave
Yeah.
Think
over
about
there
it like
cutting
this,
up like
bro.
Red Fox.
Think about it like this, man. Check it out like this, right? To be able to operate in a chaotic environment and keep your calm, that's when you know you the shit. It's easy to be
Mm.
calm at home, but you got to understand, every day we wake up, we are different individuals. Like you in the crisis say be born again on daily, right? Because you are faced with different circumstances on a daily basis. So you only have one opportunity throughout the day to be authentic to that moment, right?
Yeah.
You got to be
Right.
authentic in that moment. So the thing is, we can't project so far that we're saying what we want and what we will do. We got to know ourselves, right? So a man that's sexually disciplined already is a powerful man, because he can't be
Mm.
compromised by the most compromising things. We can think about sex all day. When don't you want to get it in? We all want to get it in, but I know this: the people that usually get it in, they sleeping on somebody's couch, homie. If you getting it in that much, you sleeping on somebody's couch, because you can't be a man that pursue purpose but constantly fall for desires. So
Bro,
I'd rather be, I'd rather be a man that all the women like, right, than to give all the women access to me, because that
yeah.
would
Ooh.
make me a Honda Civic, and I'd rather be treated like a Bentley. I'm not doing no marketing on Christmas. Ain't no fucking rebates.
Right.
You
Ooh.
understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Ooh, he get
I would say that. So in what you're saying, so you should you should be able to entertain a woman at any time. You should be having so much discipline that you can sleep naked to a woman in the bed, and she wake up like, what happened? You like nothing, right? Just
and
that
I was gonna
alone gives you power, bro.
Wait, I
and
got
I
a
was gonna
question for you, Leaf. Wait, hold on. Let me ask this question for you. And
cause
this is
Leaf
really
getting
for,
it in.
yeah, let me ask you this. Just we got some ladies on here that's listening. How is a woman supposed to tell if a man is sexually disciplined?
Ooh.
She she don't gotta tell if he's sexually disciplined. She gonna know based on how he responds. It's
Mm.
a result based thing. She gonna know. Now, when she don't understand him initially, she's gonna say, "Oh, he gay. Oh, he this. Maybe he don't like me." When she don't understand, no, he may just respect himself more than he like you in that moment, and he values himself. A lot of times, women have problem with men who hold themselves on a high level. They call them cocky and arrogant. Nah, it's not any of those things. It's just that I'm valuable. right?
Yeah.
And I need
Yeah.
to display now valuable at all levels. And the thing is, and I'm gonna be honest with you, for me to be a regular guy, man, a lot of women that like me, so I'm a regular dude that probably have had the experience of a dude that was gorgeous. And I ain't gorgeous. I'm regular.
You ain't got the gorgeous hair. You ain't got the
Yeah, and
gorgeous hair.
I'm as regular as they come, but
Yeah.
I've always been able to stand my ground on who I am, and I'm not budging. I'm not budging at all. And I think women are attracted to that rigidity, regardless if they telling you I need you to be this. I'm only going on the behavior, baby, and I done told you no.
Yeah.
Kept showing up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I say, they know when you're disciplined, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead, Matt.
They just know.
I want my other guy because I know he was trying to say. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm listening. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all dropping some knowledge, I mean,
because I can't hog it like I can't hog the mic, man. Go ahead, but we can't hog the mic.
Yeah,
No, did
yeah,
it?
no, Bo. So she throwing at you a
appreciate
bad one, throwing at you, Chris. A bad. She throwing it at you.
You said what happens? Repeat that.
Let's say you got a bad one, right? Bad one. She throwing
I
it.
usually do. Stop playing me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm playing.
Ah.
No. Realistically, it's like how my man said. Like, it's funny because women feel two ways about it. Like, yeah, the power that you get after like being so disciplined, like on that sexual level, and telling them no, because they're not used to that. See, women define themselves based on the sexual thing. Like they feel like this is how I'm gonna get this man. So when that man doesn't, respond to that, it's like how you say, like either they're gonna think, nah, like I'm gonna step my game up, or you know what I'm saying, who is this dude? So I highly agree with what Leaf was saying as far as it gives a man the power, But going back to the question is like, do I feel that if I take a woman to dinner, at the end of the day, am I gonna crack that?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not what it means. But then again, I'm also a different type of dude. And what I mean by that is just like, I don't feel like I need to take women to dates. Because think about it like this. I'll take you on this, I don't even care if it's a cheesecake, because that's going to be at least $100 bill plus, right? Like, so how many times do I got to take a woman on this first date? Like, if I take 4 different women on a month, that's me coming out of like roughly
$600. Yeah,
that doesn't
close to 1,000, depending on what type of female she is.
Right. But see,
no
that's
disrespect.
I'm not here to appease you as far as taking you on the first date. Like, if you want to date me, what should we do? We should communicate. You trying to get to know me? Like, why are you trying to get to know my bank account, my wallet?
Ooh.
Like this is not what we do. Like, so it's just like, why we can't take a stroll on the beach, go to the park, you know what I'm saying, take a hike. But again, when you present that to some women, they be like, "Oh no, he got to take me to Roof Chris." Well, I'm sorry, my name is Chris, but Roof ain't happening.
Roof ain't happening.
Oh my God!
The thing about it is too, like there's a lot of guys that I am aware of that do take women to nice places, but again, then you set your bar so high that when you finally get to meet it, like in the middle, where she's like, "Oh, okay, finally, we'll see what's up, whatever," and you can't no longer take her to these places because your budget doesn't allow it. Now she's gonna look at you like, "Well, where was the man that I first started dating?" So you're not being true to yourself, trying to impress a woman when you know you don't have it like that. So I'd rather let a woman get to know who I am first versus anything else, and that's including sex. You feel me? Because realistically, sex without the mental game means nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really hard. I don't care who the man is. Like, all these men who think they like that dude in the bedroom, I'm letting you guys know right now, you're really not. It's how the girl feels about you is where that next, orgasm she's feeling in that feeling or whatever the case may be. So again, I'd rather get to know a female first, you know what I'm saying? And then later on, start doing the whole dating. But that's, we miss the whole courting. We jump right straight into relationships, and
yeah,
So
hey, I had somebody in the comments. She said, "What if a woman wants to go Dutch? Like she want to take you to dinner. She want to take you to Roof Chris."
Hey, listen, no lie. Like I will appreciate that because that speaks volume on her. That lets me know, like, okay, like I got us too. see, people, I think a lot of men get real prideful with that and take that as disrespect. I don't. I feel like, listen, I think a man and a woman, they both got their purpose. Roles will change. I could be the breadwinner today, but come tomorrow, I may lose my job, and I gotta kind of like hope that you got it. But my purpose as a man never leaves. So if a woman is willing to say, "Hey, I got us today. You ain't gotta worry," I can appreciate a woman like that.
Yeah, straight up. That's hey, when I first got married to my wife, man, I was fresh out. So I wasn't making no money, none. And my wife had to hold everything down like the first year of our marriage, man. So I
Can I-
definitely understand that. Yeah, go ahead, Matt. Or whoever, who was that?
Oh, good.
Let's say something.
Go-
I think
Go ahead, Lee. I'm gonna get after you, man.
My bad. I think
No, go ahead, Lee.
inherently,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think inherently, roles never change. Circumstances change. All right, because we're put in temporary circumstances. Because even when a man is down or whatever, even though that woman may be taking care of certain things, he doesn't feel complete as a man. He feels fractured,
My
right?
God.
And so he's somewhere in the corner
Ooh.
taking a knee, crying, and the world can't see it, right? So you could only be your true self and your most abundant you in your purpose. So yes, circumstances do change, but biologically, those things that are in us. The thing is, there's nothing wrong with going to Ruth Chris. There's nothing wrong with going to any of these things. Because if a woman like you, baby, you could sit in the car all night and listen to R. Kelly music. It doesn't matter.
Straight up.
The problem is, man, the opposite of failure is not success, it's conformity. So most people are trying to conform and do what everybody else is doing. You got chicks that claim they vegan want to go to Ruth Chris. It's a status thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so people, you gotta understand this, man. People don't understand basic stuff because they're like, they're alkaline water mixed with tap water ice cubes. So they contaminated. And they just don't know it. So they're out here trying to live and do things that somebody else is telling them to do. And in essence, they have no problem going to the Olive Garden. It's actually one of their favorite restaurants because they're looking at this status thing, right? And most people ain't never been to Ruth Chris.
Right.
Okay. And most people ain't never been to Fleming's. And there ain't that many restaurants at those levels. Where do you want to go next? Michelin level?
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
How high are you trying to go?
The problem with this stuff is when a man starts to feel like it's mandated, right? And when you mandate a man to do anything, you compromise all his creativity. You just put him in a box. And we don't all fit in the same box as men. Like, we very different, you know. So
go ahead, Matt.
No, I was gonna say, when I met my ex-wife, you know, she was my girlfriend, ready to be my girlfriend. First time we went out, we went, you know, she's like, hey, I'll pay for this. We were supposed to go to a Mexican restaurant, and I didn't have my glasses on, I couldn't see. So she's like, can you see us? I can't see. She's like, go down the block, keep driving. I said, if I crash this car, we're gonna have a heck of a story to talk about. So I put my glasses on. We go to Fridays. If you guys familiar with Rivers out here in Riverside, by the Tyler Mall, and saw her. I love chocolate women, but I'm not trying to discriminate, but I don't know if the chocolate woman like the light skinned brother. So I've had two chocolate women, and they, for whatever reason, it didn't work. But it's okay.
When Elder Barge got hooked on drugs, they gave up on y'all, man.
Yeah. That's it. Elder Barge was the end.
Oh, I can't. Hey, I still got my other guy. He light skinned too. We good, man. Two light skinned, two chocolate brothers. We good. But no,
stop playing.
What happened too? I had lost my job, right? And this is crazy. This is how you know if you got a real one, for real. I lost my job. I told her about it at the time, and hey, praise be to God, I got on. Not that I'm happy that I was fired. Nobody's happy. I got my unemployment, praise God. And she had one job, had another job, and did hair on the side, man. And she held us down for dang near a whole year. And I said, thank you. And what I did, she needed a car. Guess what? Here, you know, so we're not together now, but guess what? Hey, girl, I still love you.
Cool. So you got the new girl watching, saying that you love your ex-wife, man. Oh, Matt, you killing me, man. That's why these women so confused, brother.
I'm just, y'all know, for me, man, I'm just,
bro. You good.
No, I'm just giving her,
giving her props.
I'm just giving her props.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
And for her to marry me, she knows that I could be a jerk sometimes. So, hey, But yeah, the new one. I hope you watching. But I love my ex-wife. But it ain't nothing like that.
Man. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, man. We almost out of time, but I got one more, man. We're gonna talk to the ladies for a minute.
We get it
What,
in, man. I'm
yeah,
loving this.
yeah.
No Diddy.
Who's this? Please let me in. Oh, okay. Samuel King, I see you asking me to let in, man. I'm gonna have more shows. I'm gonna talk about how you can be a guest, how you could ask to be a guest. Yeah. So, what are the biggest issues single Black women have that they can't find success in dating? What are some of the issues the Black women have?
Hey, I'm gonna let my other brothers go before they cancel me. So let me go last.
All right, cause I know Lee gonna get real deep, so let me just go first.
Yeah, Lee go. Hey, Lee. Hey, Lee, go ahead, big dog.
Let me go ahead and be the appetizer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm at the end, baby.
You know what? I think after doing a lot of reflection, what I realized, unfortunately, it has to do with the reason why they have a hard time dating now is their childhood.
Oh.
You know, being raised by single women, like, you know, it's already like, and I don't mean this by any disrespect, but it's like a stigma of already being Black, right? We got to work double hard, you know, as minorities than anybody else, right? But for women, not only that though, but a Black woman, she already got to work hard for being Black. Now you're a woman. Now whatever your mom went through with your daddy at that time, she doesn't want you to experience that either. And that's why a lot of minority women, they raise their daughters to be independent. Like, they teach them how to cook, clean, do hair. But what do they do with the boys? They treat them like kings. They don't got to do nothing. So women already, that's why when women are growing up, they already have this, like, I don't need a man mentality. So I think that's what makes it difficult for a Black woman to have a man, because it's just the fact that she makes it hard for the men to, you know, like I said, be the man, just because she has been that individual her entire life since she was a kid. She was raised like. So I think to me that's the hardest thing, and I mean that's really all I have to say. I know we don't got that much time, so go ahead, lead the way, man.
Man, I mean, from the outside looking in, because I ain't no woman, not trying to be one either.
Oh my God!
I would just have to, because I don't want to say anything offensive, because that's not the goal. But I would just blame it on the destruction of the family, and I think it's hurt women a little more, because what a woman requires in a man, right, and what a man requires in a woman. So the thing is, those same Black girls that was raised in single parent households with women, Black boys was raised in those households, same households, right?
Yeah.
And they're out here malnourished also. Okay, they're out here malnourished, but women look at men as a necessity more than men look at women as a necessity. You got to think there always is a need and a want, right? But a woman needs a man more than she wants him. That's why majority of women like a small group of men, right? And women want more, men want women more than they need them. We don't base our relationship out of necessity with a woman. That's why we have few requirements when we come to that woman. I think what's happened also with Black women in dating is they have climbed the socioeconomic scale a little more, and women naturally by nature are not like men. When men get more, we take care of everybody. Women get more and they want to separate. So when a woman gets more, she doesn't want to take on the responsibility of that she inherits. Okay, so they want to date up and they want to go higher and they want to go higher. But somebody told them there was a ton of men at that next level when it's not, right? When it's not. So I think unrealistic expectations, a little bit of delusion mixed in, and I hear women personally say they're picky, and I just tell them, well, if you're so picky, when you get out the shower in the morning, look in the mirror when the fog clears, and you see how picky you really are, right? So I think what's happening is they're becoming over judgmental of what they see in somebody else, and then they're putting that up against their persona, and our persona is a lie. It's that dark shadow who we really are. That's who we really are as people, not our persona. Like, that's what we give to the world. So I think it's a little bit of delusion, unrealistic expectations. And I think women just feel uncovered. I think they do feel a little uncovered and unprotected. and they've had to do too much, and that's hardened them to make them not feminine and soft, and that doesn't look attractive. Like I see a lot of black women being, I think black women are probably the most gorgeous women ever. You know what I mean? But their attitudes and personalities are not that attractive, and
Mm,
that's just the truth.
mm. Man, that's bars right there. All right, Matt, wrap it up, buddy. Let me hear me. Tell me what it is.
I think Big Brother, like, I mean, my other brother said it too, but generational curse, man. You know what I mean? Something that has happened maybe with their grandmother, uh, their mother, and things that they've seen, and now it's right here with them, and they're like, how do I deal with this, right? So, how do you, if it's pain, right? Say if you start drinking alcohol, guess what? The pain is still there, right? If
Yeah.
you watch pornography, guess what? The pain is still there, right? So, with them, and it's one of my favorite words. They compartmentalize a lot of things, and they still have to go through their life, and they
Mm,
haven't got that proper healing. And I said it. I don't know if you've seen it the other day. You can get help outside of church, and it is okay to do so. It doesn't make you less weird or less holier than thou, because people need help.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
always say that people need help before they get in anything, and that's how I see with a lot of our black women. And they have been. I won't use profanity, but they've been treated like trash for centuries. We know from slavery, the
Hmm.
white dude would mess with the woman that had the fattest booty. He's not messing with no fake BBL girl. No, they're like real deal booty girl, like real deal chocolate booty girl. And I'm not
Hmm.
trying to say it like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they 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 have been so disrespected over the years. You know, be this, be that, and then when we call them a queen, they don't know how to take it. So I like
Yeah.
my brother said. I mean, for me, I would say generational curse, man. For real.
Man, I love it, fellas.
Hey, real fast. I just challenge that one thing, bro. That generational curse thing, right? So when we speaking of curse, and we speak about things from a magical standpoint, it makes it seem as if we don't have jurisdiction to change it. When in essence, in layman terms, that doesn't mean poor behavior and tradition that was handed down that is not in a place to being conducive for us to enhance. So when we speak of things like that and we say curse, people don't think they have responsibility to change. Just like we here talking now, we have the responsibility to take this information, to leverage it, and to make it bigger. Okay, even if it's amazing, we have the responsibility to grow that. We have the responsibility to grow the room, right? And just how we
Right.
talking to each other, and there's some challenging things there. I would challenge my ladies. When a man says something to challenge you, he's not trying to destroy you, because we want you to challenge us too, but challenge
Yeah.
us through inspiration. That's how you challenge
Yeah.
a man. Challenge him through inspiration. When you inspire a man, you are challenging him. And remember this, ladies: masculinity is a necessity. Femininity is an amenity. Femininity make everything bigger. Masculinity got to be here. That's why you find men that have children and they're not with the women, they don't become feminine. But a woman that has a child and she's absent of a man, she becomes
Becomes
masculine,
masculine. Yep.
because masculinity is a necessity. It's not necessarily an energy. It's their traits and their behaviors. Whereas femininity is an essence, and it's a spiritual thing that can exacerbate and blow things up. So I would tell any of the ladies, do some inner work. Look at yourself. Like men, we do it too. We just do a little bit differently. But you got to be able to do that mirror work. If you can't do the mirror work, baby, you're gonna be pseudo everything, and you're gonna get
And,
pseudo results.
Yeah.
and
That's
Facts.
facts, man.
we
Yeah.
still got time.
Yeah. We got about 5 minutes.
One of my guys said this. He said, if you can't put a crown on my head, feed me grapes, and rub my feet, you're not the one. And I I tend to agree with him to a certain point, because we too as men, we've been as black men, we've been through hell. We've been through hell. And I just need one of them, hey, you got this, you're doing good, I'm proud of you. Uh Keep going, black man. I haven't heard that in God knows how long. So
Mm,
I'm really right now, not going back to dating. I'm really kind of desensitized to dating. Not saying that I'm objecting to it. I wouldn't. But right now I gotta heal. And I can't
mm.
heal. They say heal by being in somebody else's bed. I don't subscribe to that,
Yeah.
because me and you and everybody else on here, I said it's called soul ties. I don't. It's not the woman, not the woman that I like, who she's been with, but you got to deal with all of that she's been through in her whole life from a girl. and then now you get with her, and then you don't even know who the heck you with. So, man, I was getting ready to spit something, man.
Nah, you good, you good, you good. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all done dropped some bars. I'm seeing the comments. They loving what y'all saying, man. Go back if y'all can and go look at some of these comments. I don't know if y'all can see them. I can see them.
Did your mic cut out?
There we go. There we go. My mic had went out.
Hey, but it's gonna be on Facebook too, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be on Facebook. It's gonna be on YouTube, man. They loving y'all in the comments, so make sure y'all go back, look at some of the feedback we got. What up, Leaf?
I will leave this. The fact of the matter is, whenever you enter a space and you know what the purpose of the team is, you forget about the individual. All right. So if you're not willing to compromise your individualism, I'll need you away from me. I don't care if you my woman, if you my homeboy, right? You want to be around people who appreciate you. So my brother up here, Matthew, said that women don't celebrate you. So I'm not a big king, queen kind of person because I think those statuses come with certain things, but I get the idea behind it.
Right.
But women tell me every day, I'm great, baby.
Hey, that's the ones you want to keep around you. That's what you keep
ready?
Around.
Here's the struggle. It's never our woman. It's always other women. See, other women will celebrate you faster than the woman that you with. But you ready? It's just like in the hood, baby. The people afar will celebrate you when your hometown don't even recognize you. It's just how the game is, man. You sign up for it. Know that if you know it, it won't frustrate you. But that's where the teaching and the grooming. They say you want to groom somebody. That's why men are called grooms. Yes, you want to groom this individual in order to get in line with what we're trying to be on the mission to be able to accomplish. So I just think this, man. Just know we a team. To the women out there, we a team. We can't win without you. Y'all can't win without us, regardless of what they say. If you can win by me, I'm gonna see you in the gym, and I ain't spotting you. I'm gonna let that weight fall in.
Right. You better be able to get it off your chest. Go ahead, no boss.
Something real quick, because I understand that relationship is really big, right? Everybody wants that, right? The relationship. I'll tell everybody, please, like, do the work, like, meaning like learn it, like teach yourself. Like there's books. Like, don't just go based off your experiences. Don't go based off your like movies, shows, reality TV. Do the work, like for sure. Like do the work. Like I said, like people think like, oh, you want somebody who's perfect. No, but even with school, like, right, you didn't have to be perfect. You didn't have to get straight A's to graduate, but you have to learn the material. And I think people are not learning the material. Just don't take what we're saying and be like, oh yeah, my man said this, my man said that. Oh, that's true because that's how I feel. No. Like, and then, people got to be very careful with this whole influencer thing, right? And one thing I just heard it, right? There was like, influence is like the flu, right? That's why flu is in influence, because you catch it.
Yeah, you catch it.
You catch, when you're around people and they're influencing you, it's like you're not even that individual, but you start acting like that because you just caught the flu off of this influencer. And be careful, because it's like there's a lot of people who are manipulators around here. And they're influencing you for the worst. So, like I'll take everybody, like take everything that we said with like a grain of salt. Do the work, do your research, like study up on it, and then stop just focusing on these podcasts and influencers and thinking like they have the answers for you. Like, no, if, you know what I'm saying? It's just do the work. That's why I would say, like, in a relationship, a relationship is going to be consistent. Like it has to be consistent. It has to be ongoing. It's not going to be a one size fit all type thing. So that's all I would say is like learn if you want to grow. That's it.
Straight up, man. That's the whole purpose behind the podcast, man. I want to give people something to think about, something for their mind, so they can grow, so they can be expanded, right? Because there's so much. I mean, people do stuff for clicks all the time on social media, and it becomes influential, but that's not the purpose. That's not what we're doing here. We really want to talk to people. We talking real topics from real men, and that's kind of what we do on the It's Mental podcast fellas, we out of time. But
Ooh, I
thank
was
y'all
gonna
so
drop something.
much.
I was gonna
man.
drop one more thing, man.
we out of time. You got 30 seconds, Matt. You got 30 seconds.
I'm gonna say this to the ladies and to some of my fellas too. The grass isn't green on the other side; it's green where you water it. When you in your own grass, you ain't got to worry about the snakes, the fakes, and the naysayers. So the grass is green where you water it. Peace
I
and love,
like it.
man.
I love it. I love it. Hey, man, y'all go support my boy B Leaf. He got the hats out now. I need one of them ones with the red on there.
Believe I need the one with the green. I need all of them.
Yeah, you
I like.
doing, man. Hey,
I like
it's great though. I like the space. I like what you're doing, man. Anything you need me to do to
for
support
sure.
or imply. I'll leave it with this. Nobo, you said something important. Understand this, bro. Influence is the highest level of currency that a man can ever have. Bigger than money,
Ooh.
baby.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's a
Cool,
fact.
man. Appreciate y'all, man. Join us once again every Thursdays,
Yeah.
12 noon. Leaf, Matt, Nobos. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for joining me today. Catch us next week. I'm gonna have some other guests. We're gonna keep on rolling, y'all. Peace. Have a good
Peace.
day.